Let's start with your reading, Aquarius. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, present, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about the messages. Keep in mind that in general readings, energies go both ways. Therefore, feel free to interpret the direction of each message as it best resonates with your own personal situation. Now, let's begin with your reading. Okay. All right. The main energy for the reading today is the Two of Pentacles. There is something that you should know, Aquarius. Something that in a way is hidden in plain sight. And you can see it only if you decide to. The Two of Pentacles talks about the fact that there is light and darkness in everything. And you create opportunities for yourself. You create your own reality depending on how you look at the environment around you. Just like when you're looking at your phone and you're watching the content on the screen, and then you shift your eyes a little bit and all of a sudden you realize that you're looking at your own reflection. Something is right there in front of you and you need to shift your focus a little bit in order to see it clearly. What is it? Let's look into it. In the recent past, the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. I see you working hard here, Aquarius, in order to make something happen. This is not just about giving something a chance. This is about bending back and forth for someone and really giving it your all. But the issue is that I see you almost going on autopilot, not thinking anymore about what you were doing and especially why you were doing it. It became instead almost like a habit. And along the way, you forgot something that was actually very important to remember. We'll see what this situation was about. I feel that you need clarity around this very much right now. Now, in the present, we have the Lovers and the Hermit, two major arcana. You currently find yourself in this Hermit position. What you're trying to do now, Aquarius, is figure out a way to be independent and happy at the same time. After going through a lot of ups and downs, you've definitely got to a point where it's hard to just believe that anything can happen, to just have the same excitement that is needed at the beginning of any chapter. You're trying to figure out what you want, if you should want it, and if it's even feasible right now. But there is something important here that you should know. And I do believe that it connects to the card, which is right behind these two, the Two of Pentacles, exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of the reading. We'll see. In the near future, the Star, the Five of Cups, you might think that I'm crazy, but I'm actually getting a very positive vibe from this Five of Cups right here. There is something in the near future which is actually really beautiful for you, and also something that will meet your expectations for once. But there is the possibility that you're going to miss out on it, a possibility that you're not going to look towards it. In the Five of Cups, you always see the person focusing on the three cups that spilled and ignoring the fact that two other cups standing and beautiful are just right behind them. There is something beautiful, but it will need your attention. Once again, that's the main theme for your reading today. So let's get to it. Let's start clarifying, and let's start with clarifying the past position. The High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. Yeah, definitely. My first instinct on this Eight of Pentacles reversed is now confirmed. I see you trying to keep something afloat, trying to not focus on the negatives since we have the Sun, keeping your hopes up for something to change and finally start flowing effortlessly. But it doesn't feel like on the other end, you've got the help you needed. Most situations, and especially connections, are made of multiple people. And if you're the only one working hard on something, eventually you'll burn out. And you did. But there is something very important here that happened at some point. The image that I'm getting is as if while you were trying to make this work, running back and forth and giving it your all, at some point you caught your reflection in the mirror and you've seen yourself doing this and you thought, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I cannot even remember anymore why I'm fighting so hard for this. Is this who I want to be? Does this still make me happy? In other words, Aquarius, you decided to start facing the truth. And inevitably, you ended up walking away. Sometimes the person who you love the most can disappoint you the most. And it's best to admit it and get over with it. Or you'll keep giving it power. And that can be a cycle that will never end, honestly. So let's see what we have in the present position, though. The Lovers, the Hermit, two important cards. Justice, Judgment, and Nine of Pentacles, and the Emperor again. Oh my God, Aquarius, why are you being so hard on yourself? And you might not even know you're doing it. First of all, I see you making a promise to yourself. You're not wanting to do emotions anymore. Nine of Pentacles, independency, I'm in control, I don't want to share anything. You don't want to get your heart involved into anything, potentially ever again, taking a major break from love, from the Lovers. You're wanting to invest in yourself this time around, make space for yourself, for your growth, so that you do not waste any more time and energy for someone who doesn't deserve it. But you might be realizing that loving yourself after going through everything you went through is turning out to be harder than you originally thought. But keep in mind that we all have something we look back at and we say, what the hell? Why did I do that? Why did I allow that to happen? Again, don't be too hard on yourself. Judgment, right next to justice, you need to understand that making mistakes is not a problem as long as you get yourself up and don't lose sight of what's important to you. The issue now is that you've built a huge wall because you think, if I care about anything, then I have to care about everything. And I have to look into the past, get closure, whereas instead it's so much easier to forget about it and don't think about it. You might be trying to put aside the pain, trying to ignore it, but what you have to do instead is transforming the pain into purpose. Wear those scars with pride, Aquarius. Be proud of your mistakes and of how hard you loved someone even at their darkest. That can be your loss. It's their loss. So don't put it on yourself. Oh my God. Aquarius, let's see what you have in the near future. Let's clarify the future position then. Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You are searching for something. You are looking for something. And obviously, Nine of Wands, and obviously seeing these two aces, you are ready for a new beginning, for something to be happy about, excited about, proud of as well. But Nine of Wands. What I see you doing here is wondering why love isn't coming your way. Why every time you want something, it always gets so far from you, or it changes completely and you realize that it's not good for you. Now, what I see, which might sound a little unfair, is that these things are not coming towards you right now, or they're not happening because you're not ready to receive them. It feels as though you are waiting for something, waiting for a sign, waiting for a confirmation. You did stop trying, it's true, but you did it so that someone else would start trying. Instead, here, you need to understand that you have to stop trying because you don't need to try. You don't need to work extra hard for anyone. You don't need to do that in order to keep something or someone in your life. Don't surround yourself with people and situations that will respond to that dynamic, to that pattern. When someone is not really meeting your expectations, throw them out. Tell them, thank you, but no, thank you. Trust me, this is going to have a major impact, a domino effect on your journey, and all of a sudden, everything around you will be completely different. All of a sudden, things will start flowing effortlessly. And you'll understand that these type of shifts have to start from within you. And there is one door about to open for you. And that is definitely going to be either your way out or your way back to something. What is this going to be? I do see that these aces are talking about new beginnings, but it's going to really happen depending on how you look at the situation. Soon, you're going to receive some sort of confirmation, offer, opportunity, a message, a sign. Let's see what this is. I really hope that this overall message helps you, Aquarius, because it's not easy to navigate times like these. It's not easy to just learn how to properly love yourself. I really think that they should teach it in schools, but they don't. So we have to learn it our own way. Now, let's see what's next. Let's see what this door will be about, and let's see who and what you should expect in the next few months if you decide to really let go of any expectation and do things because you know that they're right for you, period. Let's look into it. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Aquarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live reading. The readings are not 30 minutes anymore. It was just not enough time, so we'll go up to 45 minutes and see if that works out. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aquarius. Now we're talking. Now we see what you wanted to see, what you needed to see in order to feel good about the situation again. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the sun. I mean, this is what you were looking for, Aquarius. Happiness, nothing but good feelings, feeling light again. And we see right here with the 10 of Wands that you have been carrying around a burden that it's not yours to carry. And finally, you see this shift right here because of some sort of amazing news, something you were waiting for. This is looking pretty good. So let's definitely get into it. Keep in mind that anything could be interpreted as good or bad. The interpretation is up to you, Aquarius. Everything has light and darkness, and the way you perceive a situation will shape its outcome. So again, I can give you all the beautiful messages that you want, but if you don't look at them in the right way, under the right light, then none of this is going to happen. So let's look into the details. Let's see what you should expect. I want to clarify these two aces, beautiful, Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, and let's see what you should expect in the near future. The World. You got 4 aces now. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Speaking of new beginning. Oh. Oh my God. Listen, do you see these cards? The World, the Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and 4 Wands. Your life is about to change, but only if you see this incoming opportunity, which by the way, we see here with the Nine of Cups, as something positive, something that can actually change things for you. So what is this? The Knight of Cups